Test 1, 2, 3. Hello, gamers. Good morning. It's currently 6 January 2025, 11:25 a.m. And we're playing Reverse 99, especially the story because event is ending in 6 hours, man. We need to rush the story. This golden treasure. Okay. Let us get our guaranteed Argus, maybe 10, 20, 30, or seriously, 40. Dang, I get Argus now. Who is it? Tenant. Tenant specs. Argus now. Let's go double, please. Nope. Get Argus now.
Again, boss.
Hey, man.
No, this ain't the time to catch up. I might take a nap first.
Really? Sure. Who else is there? Ulu. Easy pity. Okay, so we got safe on Allah. That's good.
Never said any prayers. Never called my name.
Chill.
Just placed.
Oh, they don't play any of that, does he, Ben? Oh.
Just now, I accidentally looked straight into the sun.
Oh?
Come in. It's fine. Just be careful.
Unlock. My drop is nice. My drop is nice.
My good friend.
Need to base my Alvus and my Voyager.
How?
What are you looking for? I might be able to help.
Oh, man, I need to react to the old story. It's scary.
Wow, another worshipper.
That's all every cat could. This stream is not sponsored.
Got a job for me? If you're looking for someone, just give me.
Can we up? Yep.
An aspen tree split by lightning in a storm will one day be riddled with woodworm. Then, under the layers of bark, there won't be nothing but an empty heart.
Damn, what is that saying? No more. No. Bro is gonna stuck. Voyager. Yep. That's the story. Maybe I'm doing properly. Let's check trailer first. Ghosty stories. Oh, Bertin and Livia is gonna be in it.
Are you alright? Please help me. There's a motel close by.
A motel?
Tuesday's motel. Can I help you, miss?
Who are you?
You're in deep now, ain't you? The name's Argus. Just call me Merc.
When was that array drawn?
It'd be less than 24 hours ago.
I didn't do this.
Gunpowder in his fingers. But this ain't no ordinary pistol. You're in for a lick of trouble, that's for sure. Take me to his room. What are we after, boss?
Firstly, I'd like to know what happened to her. Second, whether the Order of Enlightenment has been here. Why did a Xeno officer come to this place? This motel?
Those calls are meant for the dead. They say the deepest despair comes from hesitation. It won't fool me.
Can it really be that simple?
Seems spooky all over the place here. Okay. Tuesday, I didn't get Tuesday, this is so sad. The Haunted Highway, 77. So I think there's gonna be 3. Was it next match? I don't remember. Ooh. And tier list. Yeah, character are pretty good. The feeling I'll probably get Isolde first unless she spook. For 2.2, we're gonna get Anjonala and Loper. And also White Rum. Also Mr. Duncan. Sub DPS. Alright. We get her, we get her. We don't get her, we don't get her. Ease with this. Let's go. There. Other than this. It's Jover, man. Oh shit. Whatever. It's done. Many chapters should be that long, I ain't sure. Chill. Auto, please. Let's go. The Haunted Highway. Route 77, a trail of footprints. Rain-soaked soil, a shallow footprint. A mercenary in a white brim hat kneels on one knee, left eye glowing red.
10.6 inches long.
Lying. Soil beneath the footprints uneven, one side presses deeper into the ground.
Signs of limping.
Blood is hurt. White stride, heavy indentation,
Nail.
slight crack. Heavy fissure on forefoot, lighter on the heel, deep scrape at the front, few at the
Around
back.
20 years old.
Okay, that's a bit light on his feet, uneven pressure on
Lightweight.
forefoot. Right. Scratches the scalp with the barrel of a shot. Further she goes, the more irregular the footprint becomes, and the more clues emerge.
More sets of footprints here.
What happened? There's a rustling in the grass nearby, along with a faint sound of a conversation.
this is where the materials for the revered one are?
What?
There isn't even a single trace of human activity here, let alone a market.
It's isolated. That
I
must
guess
have.
the only possible explanation is we're here for these plants, right?
Is it wheat?
Of course not, you idiot.
That's too bad. I'm great at harvesting plants. I'm a pro, see? Check out these calluses. Although my mom would probably disagree. Do you have any idea what these materials look like? It must be important, so we better handle them with care. Don't want to risk mistaking them for weeds, you know? I hope they're easy enough to find. With my leg messed up like this, I can hardly handle any delicate work.
Hey, so young.
That's him. The one with the limp.
Hmm.
Sorry about this, man.
What else? The distance on a gun being cocked.
But at least you'll see your mom soon. Up there in heaven.
What the hell?
What?
Mercenary decided to pull the trigger of a shotgun, bullet grazed silent cheek.
Who's there?
And that is some intro.
What are you waiting for? Get your ass out of here.
Gotcha. His trembling hands betray his fear and panic.
Ah, you got a couple questions for this one too, huh? Well, first come, first served. I'm afraid you're gonna have to get in line.
A boba. He steps on the man's chest, me for your boy, and presses the barrel of a gun
All
against
right.
his throat.
Here's how we're gonna do this. I ask, you answer. If you lie, I'll blow your jaw off. Have you ever met a girl named Kayla?
Kayla?
Let's try that again. A girl about 5'3", chestnut hair, emerald green eyes, speaks like a Texan.
Hey,
Have you seen her? Yes
Kayla
or no?
Kowalski from Hololive? Man shakes his head in terror.
No?
She smirks.
Then why is her hair clip in your pocket?
She presses down harder, jamming the shotgun to his throat.
I remember. There's a girl, 5'3", chestnut hair. She's always carrying a basket. Her name's Kayla, too. But her eyes ain't emerald green. They're...
There? Man's mouth open helplessly as he desperately tries to remember the color of the girl's eye. It's on the tip of his tongue, but he can't seem to spit it out. Which a detail you should remember, but it's now forgotten.
Tell me how you got this hair clip. The more detailed, the better.
Dum dum dum.
We just bumped into each other by chance. She dropped it on the road, and I thought my daughter would like it, so I...
Relieved to have moved on from the color, man blabbers on video. The finger tightens on the trigger.
I'll give you one last chance.
Alright.
Where did you meet?
At a place called... Tuesday's Motel.
Ooh, there it is.
There you go. That wasn't so hard, was it?
Spooky. She had a shotgun, knocks the man out the butt.
Next time, just spit it out. Save us all some time.
Are you with the Foundation?
The Foundation?
The what now?
Yeah. They hate the Foundation, you see. But you saved me. I need some help. My mom...
The mercenary cuts him off harshly. Nuh-uh.
I never heard of no Foundation. And I don't give a you-know-what about what's going on between you and them. Got my own matters to deal with.
Didn't care, didn't
I'll leave him
ask.
with you. Keep the gun. You figure the rest out yourself.
Thin cloud obscures the setting sun, scattering its light. She looks out into the horizon. Zero dawn.
Now, where's this motel?
Young follower points a trembling finger southward. The stars have started to appear in the sky. Red lowlands lie still, their furrows rising and falling again.
Listen, you saved my life, so I owe you one. I have to warn you, that motel?
Save your breath. We're done here.
Wait!
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Young Samichi, thank you for the follow. Follow her.
You're a mercenary, right? I can tell by your gear. I'm
Welcome.
worried about my mother. If you see her on the road, please give me a call.
The mother. Playing some reverse 1999 event.
Here's a photo of her.
Haunted highway. Scenario open, the locket to an elderly woman.
Got it.
Oh, what up?
And here, my phone number.
You write a series of number in a blank section of one.
And listen, be careful. Something ain't right about that motel.
That motel ain't right.
Alright.
Takes the money, slips the dollar bill, the full number in the pocket, and turns away. Yo, still going. Outside Texas. Afternoon heat lingers on the highway. Missionary makes her way back to the car, shotgun in hand. Comes to a sudden stop.
2 sheep? 3 sheep.
That's a lot of sheep. Soft voice echoes from afar, and she notices a fluffy white figure circling around the car.
Is that a sheep?
A talking sheep. Fluffy creature turns its sheep-headed human body a
2
case.
sheep. 3 sheep. Funny how we hit the hay every night, just like kids hit the books every day.
It's a
I'm
sheep.
Barbara. Nice to meet you.
Barbara the sheep. She got a human hand. Sheep have an arcane extended hand just to befit the introduction. She doesn't get the expected response.
You're in my way, ma'am.
I've tried waving and shouting at the drivers, but none of them stopped for me.
I mean,
Thankfully, pacing around the road seems to have done the trick.
Listen, if you need a ride, here's my answer.
nuh-uh. She gets in, closes the door, and looks at the hiker through the open.
No.
My driver left me here. Probably because of that scraping sound on the car roof. That scared him half to death. Everything happens for a reason. Destiny's brought me to the right place, I think.
Nope.
Could you give me a
Destiny
ride?
talking.
I'm on a business trip, so money is no object.
It ain't about money.
Oh, a disappointing answer. But I understand. One must be vigilant. If you don't mind me asking, miss, what happened to your eyes? They're bloodshot. It's best not to drive with your eyes in such a state. You have a much higher chance of getting into an accident.
It's
That ain't
okay.
none of your concern, Miss Sheep. See ya.
Ignored. Scenery closes the window, finally blocking out the endless chatter. She turns the ignition key and the radio bursts to life, playing disco music inside the room. Shuts it off and stomp on the gas. Engine roars as speedometer climbs higher and higher. The fields on either side of the road. Shepherds are herding their sheep. Unwelcome memories begin to surface. Du-du-du-du-du. Land at the foot of the hill is covering Indian grass, now turning sunset red as autumn approaches.
Argus, come over here. This
Ooh.
little lamb almost didn't make it out of her mother's belly.
Escala. Bill cuts the lamb's umbilical cord, a pair of scissors, where the ewe lies in hay, buying.
That's life.
Don't say that. No living thing is born to suffer. Look, it's already standing.
Let's go. Ewe licks off the afterbird, the lamb struggles to stand on its shaky leg.
What an adorable little thing.
She grins, she wipes the blood and flick from her hands onto her axe.
It's getting dark. We should take them back. Ain't no way they'll make it through the night out here with their mama hurt.
Hey.
And you can't see a thing at night.
You're
Sounds
right.
about right.
Let's go.
The wind sweeps through the grass and rustles into the distance.
Screw it.
Argus grates her teeth and yanks the steering wheel, switching her car into a U-turn. Slam on the gas, rushing back to where the sheep-like Arcanis was. But when she arrived, there's nothing but a few cotton plants swaying in the breeze.
I should have minded my own damn business.
Kind-hearted Ari. Turn the wheel again, harder this time. I squeeze, she makes another U-turn and back. Sun dips behind the hill in the distance. Her vision is fading, she switches on the head. As expected, light is too dim to make up for night blindness, she can't really see a thing. Heartbreak. Oh, it's a crash. Fortunately, it's too late to stop the crash. What's she crashing? We continue. Part 2, let's go. Where they lead, no one knows. It's a stories of unbelieving. I gamble wish.
Before we left, TTT was telling me an urban myth about Texas.
Huh, sounds about right. What's the story about?
The story starts off in the typical way. A man was driving down a long Texas road when he saw a girl hitchhiking. He offered her a lift and a piece of chocolate.
Or
The man dropped the girl off at a cemetery and drove on. It was
cemetery.
late at night, so he was hoping to reach his destination quickly. Soon after, he saw a funeral procession going down the road. The photo of the dead seemed familiar. Curiosity came over him, and he followed them to the cemetery. Look,
Insane.
a piece of chocolate.
Spooky story. Nah, it's twistish. It's just a light snake. Twistish, you know, twistish.
Give me a moment. I have to take this. It's from the Foundation.
Boys and our science as
Timekeeper,
calm
this
as
is an
ever.
emergency notice. The Xeno base in Texas, USA has conducted a large-scale evacuation.
Why though?
Xeno has not yet responded regarding their actions. Should you encounter any difficulties on your trip there, please contact headquarters immediately.
Yeah, man, the girl was
Understood.
eating the chocolate.
Despite these developments, your mission remains the same. Contact A2 editor Barbara, who was last seen near Route 77 collecting information, and find Erd's current
this is
whereabouts
direct.
through her. Since A2 editors use a special communication channel, her current location is still unknown. We'll be in touch as soon as there's any new information.
Neat.
Any questions, Timekeeper?
No. Thank you.
All the best, then.
All the best, she says. Communication and Lydia looks
What did
hot.
they say?
There was a mass evacuation at the Xeno base in Texas.
Wonder what happened.
What's that all about? They called me 2 days ago, saying that Red 38 was still under routine maintenance in their armament factory.
Got abandoned.
But now, all of a sudden, they're gone? How am I going to get my Red 38 back now, huh? If they hadn't taken her away for inspection, we wouldn't be traveling in this little car, wasting all day on the road.
The operator only mentioned an evacuation. It's still possible that some of them have stayed behind to keep the factory running.
Probably.
If you're worried about Red 38, we can take a detour there. It's in Chisos. The town isn't far from here.
Maybe screams in the seat.
Hey, mister, can you take us to the cheeses? It's just a little detour.
Taps his finger rhythmically on the steering.
Girls, I don't know why y'all are here, but whether it's just for a bit of adventure or for business, I gotta tell you, something ain't right in that town.
I don't worry about it.
We've all heard the stories. Scratching sounds on car roofs, animal bits stuck to car grills, and those people in black robes running around. It's all too weird for me.
Give the ghost stories a rest.
Don't care.
Look, if you're trying to negotiate a higher price, at least be a little smart about it, instead of trying to spook us with a few tall tales.
You got me all wrong. Who in their right mind would throw away the cash in their hand unless they were forced to? Benjamins are good and all, but they ain't worth my life. Ain't no way I'm taking you there, no matter how much cash you throw at me.
It's life.
Why? Were you the driver in that ghost story?
No.
Have you seen these things happen yourself?
No.
Come on! It's just a little detour. It won't even cost you much fuel.
It's high. Clenches his hand tightly around the steering wheel, knuckles turning white under pressure.
Sir?
You see that? It's fogging up.
Ooh. Flashbang. Thick, milky fog envelops the car. Ever pulls over.
Ain't no way this fog is natural. We shouldn't go any further. I'm stopping right here.
Dang.
Ugh, fine. I'll drive. Swap seats with me.
No! Nobody get out of the car.
Why?
Are you kidding me? You haven't heard the stories, have you? Then what in the hell are you even doing here? When the fog rolls in on Route 77, you should always stay in the car. All kinds of terrible things hide in the fog. Some folks say they saw giant white crocodiles. Others say they saw dead bodies hanging from trees.
That's a lot of stuff.
Ain't nobody leaving this car. Not until the fog's gone.
Well. Oh, there it is. Interrupted by a run-out scraping sound of the roof of the car.
Is that?
Oh, come on! Don't tell me you're scared of this stuff.
No response.
He's fainted.
Oh, dang. Strange atmosphere spread inside the car as they sit and listen to the script and rule. There's nothing compared to what happened at Green Lake campsite. Finally, scraping stopped, few black and white figure dart past the window.
I see. This looks like the work of a mumus. It's a critter commonly seen in the southern US. When they're frightened, they produce a fog-like gas from their respiratory trumpet.
Well.
So that sound is just some critter scratching along on the roof.
Mystery solved. Lily opens
At this
the door.
rate, I won't get my Red 38 back for another month. Well, I always wanted to try this. Help me move this guy. And you'll have to give up your passenger seat, Capitan.
I know what you're thinking, but do you have a US driver's license? Or any driver's license at all, for that matter?
What do I need that for? I can fly a broom and even do all those maneuvers. That takes more skill than driving a car, don't you think?
Sure, but, you know.
Compared to flying, driving a car is child's play. Just look at the number of drivers compared to pilots in the world.
Kinda good argument, but yeah. Following pilot's plan, they adjust position.
Now, where do we start?
She glanced at the dashboard in front of her. This doesn't look like the interior of an SU-1B minor. She thinks back to the train.
Start both engines. Keep the tachometer at 70%. Here's the nose wheel steering, the position indicator for the joystick, the throttle lever. And these are for the flaps.
What flaps?
No, that's not right. We're in a car, not a flying machine.
Nope. You see the passenger quietly fasten.
Let's just get out, Capitan. Can't wrap my head around this hunk of metal.
Good decision.
If these critters are responsible for this fog, our solution is simple. We drive them away. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan. Opens the door, the tick flies out, rushes in at the time. Okay. Yeah, we're making good progress, I think. Baby broadcaster. Parte 3. Get out of the car and step into the Osprey room. Barely perceptible moisture, mist is pervasive, even filling their ears and nostrils. Faint breeze run along their faces like a spider web blowing in the wind. Flash of insight comes to her from some distant, unreachable place.
What is it, Capitan?
Someone's casting arcane skills nearby.
Oh. Sound of the baby. Crying of baby throbs faintly in the
Do
hair
you hear
like
that?
an insect.
Sounds like a crying baby.
No way.
Better go take a look.
Let's go. Grass is rustling as if something is moving nearby.
You know, a Texan soldier once told me about a notorious bandit back in his hometown many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He would record the sound of a crying baby and play it outside the homes of single mothers. Then he'd wait, ready to attack them if any of them opened their door to look for the baby.
Sounds like a
Yes,
plan.
but the actions of one man don't negate all other calls for help.
Of course not. It's just a reminder to be ready for anything. We're close now.
Maybe
Prepare
a fight.
yourself.
Got it.
Let's go. Grass sways and a faint crying stops. Fog grows thicker.
Vertin, over here!
There's a lot of critters. Broken flashlight lies on the ground, damage look recent. Not far away, they spot a foot in a black shoe, a pale ankle disappearing under purple fabric.
Hello. Please help.
Me. Frail woman tightly cradles a swaddled infant, her body curled up and
Are
trembling.
you
with
alright,
fear.
miss?
Miss? Mate turns her head, face is pale as if all the blood had been drained.
Finally. Someone. Please help me. These critters won't let me leave. Every time I try, they knock me back.
I didn't know her voice goes
My
like that.
baby's starving and crying. If you hadn't come, I really don't know what I would have done.
Righto. That's a sound. Peter makes a berry.
You mean these Moomus? I've never read about them attacking anyone in any reports. In fact, they're known for being rather timid.
Reports don't necessarily capture the whole story, Capitan.
Looks
Look at
pretty
them.
violent.
They don't seem very timid to me.
Moments before they opened its mouth wide, revealing its sharp white teeth.
Careful, it's going to attack.
Oh. Imagine a fighting scene. Creatures scatter, grass rustling as they...
They always run off so quickly.
Woman pulls her up off the ground, brushes the dirt from her skirt.
Are you alright?
You alright, mate?
Did you get a good look at them? Those slippery little things look like seals, don't they?
Seals?
They always jump on passing cars and rub their flat hind legs on the roof, making that coarse, scraping sound.
Yep. Heard all the
Amazing
rumor.
creatures, aren't they? These little fearmongers.
Fearmonger. Wind sweeps across the plain, dispersing thought. Woman's face flushed red. She sway like either.
They are, in fact, easily frightened. The slightest movement could startle them. That's why it's foggy all year around here. Many of my guests have trouble finding their way to the motel.
Hey.
Are you ladies looking to check in at the motel?
Motel?
Yes, Tuesday's Motel. If you're looking for a comfortable bed for the night, it's the place to go.
Sounds good.
Anyway, thank you so much for saving us. I owe you one.
She pats the swaddled
Excuse
baby.
me. Are you the maid at Tuesday's Motel?
Oh, I almost forgot to introduce myself. Folks around here call me Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday, over here. Hey, Tuesday, breakfast for one, please. Tuesday, Tuesday. Oh, ain't we all like horses? And our names like the reins pulling at us.
I guess that's how names work. Looks the two of them over.
Do you need a place to stay, ladies?
Thank you for your kindness. But our driver's still in the car. We can't just leave him there.
And our luggage and travel documents are still in the trunk, along with our cash too. Let's head back now that the fog has cleared.
Oh man.
Shall I lead the way?
You leave the cash in the car? She looks the maid up and down suspiciously.
What were you doing out here alone anyway?
I was waiting for a guest. It's been 2 hours and they still haven't shown up. I thought, rather than waiting here, I would pay you back for helping me.
Sounds like
I
a
assume
plan.
you parked near Route 77? Let me take you there.
I guess the driver is gone now. Setting sun scattered light, illuminating the dark route behind the
That coward.
car is gone, nothing remaining but a few scattered pieces of luggage.
He just threw out our luggage and took off. How pathetic.
At least he leave the luggage.
At least he didn't take the luggage with him.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Are you going to thumb a ride with all these bags? I'd advise against that, especially here. You've seen those movies, right? Bad things can happen on the road out here. There are a lot of smugglers around these days.
I'm gonna get worried for a bit. Here comes a voice. I got our water.
Did you say your motel wasn't far from here?
Yes. Come this way. There's an easy trail that won't dirty your shoes.
Nice.
Don't worry. It ain't far.
Ancient time highway. Walking far and equal long, they're standing in front of the motel.
When night falls and the signs are lit, a weary traveler may find a comfortable place to rest here.
I get supplies. On the shade, the neem tree, wooden porch waits on and deafening the fading sun.
Welcome to Tuesday's Motel, ladies.
Sounds great. Alright. Medal of Honor. Have the fighting start immediately. Once we get to the motel, insane. Part 4, Medal of Honor. Front desk, Tuesday Motel. Mate stand behind the front desk, the motel lobby, checking cash.
That'll be $25 altogether. Will that be on card or cash?
Cash, please.
Mate holds out passport, comparing information.
Hey, do you know if there's an armament factory in the town nearby?
An armament factory?
Just studies in your office and smiles as you respond.
Yes, there is one. Would you like a map?
She opens the drawer, pulls out a map.
If you plan on visiting, make sure to return early. It can be a difficult walk in the dark.
Yeah, pretty much. Quickly finds down labeled Chisos on the map.
Doesn't seem far from here.
It's about an hour's walk. I'd recommend leaving tomorrow morning.
No.
It's getting late. It's best not to be outside at night.
Thanks, but I'm going right now.
It moves with swift purpose to the front.
Nothing can go wrong as long as I have Red 38 by my side.
Call me if anything happens.
Like what? I can handle myself.
Ashawin enters as Leia opens the door, makes her way out of the motel.
Don't worry. She'll check in later.
Here's your passport.
Have you been working here since the opening of this place?
Yes.
How's business?
Mate laughs soft.
Not too great. It's the off-season now.
No.
You don't seem too good at small talk. Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Not too good.
I do have one question. Have you seen a sheep-headed arcanist around?
Ooh. Show information provided by the Foundation.
Oh, that's not a face you'd easily forget.
How can you forget?
And why are you looking for this arcanist?
Looking for an editorial for world peace.
World peace?
Mate blinks in surprise, then laughs.
Well, that makes this request simply too adorable to turn down. Well, I'm sorry to say that I've never met an arcanist with the head of a sheep. I can help you ask around if you...
Suddenly the ceiling starts to... Zero arcane energy comes from the...
What's... Sounds like something's going wrong upstairs. Sorry about that. let's head up. Your room's on the second floor, too. Then we can take a look at what's happened.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Just so you know, the guests upstairs are a little
cuckoo in the head.
well, you can stay behind me if you like.
Gotta do my...
How about it?
Oh, it's Argus actually. Voice echoes from down the hall.
It's just a simple room swap. I'm sure it won't be no trouble at all for a generous lady such as yourself.
What?
That's the guest staying in room 210. She arrived here the night before yesterday.
Okay.
She was injured when she came in. Seems it didn't take her long to recover. But I don't quite understand why she insists on swapping rooms with the other guests. If she does the same to you, please call the front desk. I'll do my best to help.
Why don't you offer her your help? She needs it more than I do.
Oh, things don't work like that here, miss.
What do you mean?
Everyone has their own secrets. With the variety of guests we get, it's best to keep your mouth shut, or else somebody will shut it for you.
Ooh.
Although there are fewer bounty hunters around these days, my advice is to stay quiet if you don't want any trouble. Especially if you're dealing with an armed mercenary. You know how things like that play out down here in Texas, don't you?
Gun. Hell yeah,
Understood.
bro. Voice down the hall
Or do you have something
continues.
else in mind?
Is your room bigger and better than this one?
More lately, voice chimes in.
That's the guest of room 218 speaking. She too is a young lady like you.
You
Young
remember all
lady.
the guests and their room numbers?
You'd remember her too if she'd been staying in your motel for a month.
Oh shit.
Miss Kimberly's been here for just over that.
Maybe she really likes this place, huh? Stupid. May quickly move toward the sun's voice. Man forward look haggard, back slightly hunched, eyes yellow and cloud.
Mirror. The mirror.
The mirror what?
Mr. Stefan, are you coming out for some fresh air?
Everyone in the hallway turns to look at a maid.
Maid, you're just in time. I'd like to swap rooms with this Kimberly lady.
If Miss Kimberly and yourself have come to an agreement, then I see no reason why you can't do so.
Man makes a dry, rasping sound. Walker Colt trimmed down naturally, like speaking the first time in his life.
Timekeeper?
Ooh, we
Have we
noticed it.
met?
His response seems to trigger something. Expression twists.
Vertin?
Huh?
That's me. Do I know you, sir?
I saw you. In the newspaper.
What do you mean?
The newspaper, that vacuum bomb. Did you see the explosion? You must have, because you made it happen. You dropped the bomb, you murderers.
What?
But have any of you been brought to justice? No, not a single one. Instead, you were congratulated and given medals.
This referring to chapter
Revolting.
7?
Disgusting. Why were you rewarded for murder?
That's just how war works, buddy. There was one working inside of a friend.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck in this hotel. Lord, is this what my life has come to?
But we've never met before. I don't even know your name, sir.
Of course you don't know me, but I'll get the truth out. I'll expose your crimes to the public.
Once the range run continues, it's not close to west. Branches.
Oh, that rotting woman in the tub, that sheep-headed monster, and that one inside the mirror.
Oh, scenes and things.
Sheep-headed, you say? Wait, sir.
Shh, don't startle him. He's totally crazy.
Totally.
I should have known it was all fake! If they're giving out medals for killing people, then I should have one too. That shiny medal. It should be mine!
All for a medal. Oh. Lights down power on his whip. Scotty eyes staring straight at him. He steps forward.
Stay back!
But the man has already launched at him. Imagine fighting. Single blow from the butt of a mercenary shotgun knocks the man. Mate breathes heavily, her face slightly puffed.
I'm ever so sorry about all this, Miss Furton. You've only just arrived, and you've had to deal with so much trouble already.
Tell me about it.
Oh, it's no trouble. In fact, I'm glad that we came here. That man said he'd seen a sheep-headed monster.
Oh, that. He's quite delusional. Surely you won't take the ramblings of a madman for a fact, will you? He's been peculiar since the day he checked in. He spasms and twitches, and pays little attention to his surroundings.
Which mention...
It's best not to have a face-to-face conversation with him. Who knows what he'll do next?
Hey, you, maid. Enough chatter. You have a job to do.
It's Kimberly. The impatient interrupts the conversation.
I've accepted the offer this, Miss Argus made. What's next? What should we do?
Apologies, Miss Kimberly. I'll be with you in a moment. Could the both of you wait for me at the front desk? The rooms need a tidy up before they can be occupied. You may take a rest on the couch in the lobby while you wait. Miss Furton, I'm afraid I'll have to leave you here. Do you mind going to your room alone?
Not at all.
So Kiss sways very step. She heads to her room. Once again, the air pulses with a full arcane energy, compelling her to look back.
Ma'am, you can just leave the room as it is. If you clean it, it'll interfere with my work. You might want to check on that Kimberly lady. She looks starved. She wouldn't stop shaking.
Ooh. Astro Emerald Light spot from mercenary left eyes, scattering like a bird and pulling its brilliant tail.
Oh, Miss Kimberly, would you like something to eat?
I'm fine.
Yes, face visibly sour.
I agreed to change rooms, didn't I? Why are you two still mocking me?
She turned attention to the mercenary.
You're not exactly a pleasant person to do business with. You know that, right?
Well, darn. What got you so riled up? It's too late now. A deal's a deal. You can backpedal if you like, but it ain't wise to mess with the girl packing heat down here in Texas.
Damn, she packing.
Later, Miss Kimberly.
Mercenary eye gleamed. She turned the lock and entered, her heart warmed.
Her arcane skill.
Alright, steady progression. That's 1 hour in. 4 fucking chapter, 1 hour in. Sudden message. Room 207. Flip switch, so there'll be 3 room lights up. Quite a big
That
room.
man, Stefan, he clearly knows something. But he appears to be rather mentally unstable, and he's hostile towards me. Madam Z cautioned me on this. I must be extra careful when dealing with people like him. Should make sure I have a backup plan in place before proceeding. Still no sign of Lilia.
I mean, she just went, right? Tries contacting her on her device. Line is busy. Huh? Try again, no luck.
Did she get in trouble?
Suddenly phone and next and ring. Why wait? Why?
Hello? Hello?
Quartet. Series of strange snapping sounds come on the other end.
Is that Miss Tuesday?
Short and long sounds are distinct, they form a certain rhythm. Morse code?
Oh, I think I know what this is. That's an R. E. S. P.
S.
O.
Spawn. Phone is abruptly hang up, but it doesn't matter, the thought circle.
Respond.
Message conveyed through Morse. Means of communication that sacrifice efficiency for safety. Community is intelligent, rarely find. Why would be such a message in a motel? Telephone rings again. He picked it up without hesitation.
Is this Miss Burton?
Miss Tuesday?
Yes. I have an announcement for you. There's a service outage going on in the area. Some critters nibbled through the cables of a nearby signal tower. But all our internal phone lines are still running well.
I see.
It should be repaired soon since we share the signal tower with that armament factory. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. I'll bring you dinner up later. It's on the house.
Nice. Ask about dinner.
May I ask what's on the menu?
We have one free meal a day, a ham sandwich, and a glass of milk. If you'd like to have something else, we've also got roast chicken and hummus, and a few simple Mexican dishes.
Sounds good.
Thank you. I'll ask my friend what she thinks when she comes back.
Oh, and the kitchen closes at 9. Please take note of that. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm good for now. Thank you.
Does she know? She hangs up, she will let down her neck like a feather brushing against the skin. She affectionately touches her neck, it's a spider web. She follows up to the corner of the seat.
Spiders?
Spider falls into the survey of the wooden cabinet, move its slender leg, crawling on shadowy spots. She most sparks ignite the air. There in the glow of an arcane scale, she can see everything.
Is that an arcane array? The pattern's familiar. I've seen it somewhere before.
Infinity. Survey of the backside cabinet is a rock bearing unit. She traces marking a finger, trying to discern the texture and direction. Array burns a fingertip that wants her pain memories are awake.
Yes, I've definitely seen this before. When I was in school.
Infinity sign, that'd be good.
This is an extremely dangerous array, one that you are prohibited from using. It can go easily beyond the caster's control. We study Arcanum and tame it for our use. But once its power surpasses our limits, it is highly likely that it will lead to our own destruction.
That's not good.
I need you all to remember that. It'll be in your next exam.
Classic. Examines. Sitting with their heads down, sound scribbling, feels the touch.
Burton, are you listening? The instructor just said it'd be in the next exam. If you like, you can check my notes.
Aw, little tornado. Stop sitting there with a classes and note.
Oh, thank you. My mind was somewhere else.
Classic.
Why have they made it a key point of the exam if we can't even use it? I
Good
see.
question.
They didn't teach us about arrays so that we could use them. They wanted us to be able to identify them so that we could avoid danger.
Sounds good. He looks out the window, it's getting dark.
It's highly likely to cause an explosion or other severe consequences if I act too hastily.
Array glows faint.
Lilia still hasn't come back. I must find someone else to help.
What quality should an ally have? Decisiveness, efficiency, some means of offense, or self-defense? Sudden knock on the door interrupts the talk. She opens it to a familiar face.
Hey, we met back in the hallway, remember?
Argusi.
Now it's your turn.
What exactly do you want from me, miss?
Scenario raise an eyebrow.
Well, it's simple. The person I'm looking for is right here in this motel, and I'm scouring every corner of it to find her. Look, Missy, I don't want to make things hard for you. Name your price, and we can talk.
If this person's gone to such great lengths to avoid you, perhaps she doesn't want to see you at all.
Well, that ain't my concern, is it? A job's a job. Whether it's catching a cheating spouse, tracking someone down, or delivering a letter, it don't make no difference to me.
Very well. But you'll have to look elsewhere, I'm afraid. There's no one but me in this room.
Look, I know what I'm doing. How about you turn around and take a good look around the room?
So you can knock me out as soon as I turn my back to you.
Mercenary gives a hearty laugh.
Missy, if that were my plan, I wouldn't have spent all this time talking to you. I much prefer to do my business pleasantly. I don't like to see things get too ugly.
Dang.
I see.
Fine. If you don't want to turn around, I'll tell you what I see.
Mercenary squint, same emerald eye shimmering.
You burned your finger there. You should be more careful.
This is...
Don't look like a fire burn to me. What was it? Some arcane energy? Looks like this room has a couple secrets, too.
Mercenary shift her gaze to the room further away.
So you touched an arcane array, and its power burned you. How's that for a guess? Pretty close, huh? This is my arcane skill. It allows me to see the traces that people leave behind. That's how I get these jobs, you see.
No wonder.
Ain't nothing happening that don't leave a trace. If there ain't no trace, then it never happened. I came to your room to look for evidence, not
Nothing
a
ever
person.
happened.
I see. You want to know whether the person you're tracking has been here, right?
Now we're talking.
Before I let you investigate the room, I have one more question. You take jobs from people nearby, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. It's obvious, ain't it?
He doesn't get the response you want. This from the outside, the experience there smells imminent. Mixture of caution and trust, anticipation and doubt.
You seem more intrigued by my profession than my peculiar request. You're in trouble, ain't you? Then let me formally introduce myself. The name's Argus. I'm 26, and I have extensive experience as a mercenary.
Let's make a deal. You may search this room all you like, and I won't say a thing. But in return, I'd like your assistance in my own investigation.
How, exactly?
Can you tell when that array on the cupboard was drawn?
Argus slings a shotgun over his shoulder, crouches down beside the nightstand. After Bea's mission, she gives her assessment.
Less than 24 hours ago.
In other words, this was left behind by the last guest who stayed in this room.
Argus shakes her head.
Can't say for certain.
Oh. There's more to the array. Lost borrowed. Are we following Lily outside? Part 6. Armament Factory T-shirts.
Let's see what you've got in there for me.
She wanders the factory when she's spotting a large cake covering across the stem, the receiving. Great snail tight shut, screen having only moonlight to help her read their word. Red 38, Lily.
Hey, buddy!
Squat down, inspect crate, tapping
They just left her in a wooden box. What kind of safekeeping is this? Anyway, I don't have much time. I'll settle that with them later.
She grabs the crate, tries to lift. Doesn't budge, it's bound by arcana.
Alright, at least they bothered to put a gravity ritual on it.
Night footstep echo behind her.
Are you also preparing to evacuate?
Who's that? Oh, it's Kayla. Lily runs and the girl stands for her basket.
Ah, perfect timing. Are you in charge here?
The girl looks her up and down for giving a seat spot.
No, I'm not in charge of anything, Lieutenant. I'm just passing through. I'm Kayla, by the way. I heard some rattling here and thought some of those kids might have come back to steal weapons again. These things aren't cheap, and the kids know it.
Oh, mother.
Kids stealing from the military? Huh, that's a new one. Where are the guards here?
Oh, didn't they tell you, Lieutenant?
Girl sounds surprised.
The army stationed here started evacuating a month ago.
A month?
There aren't many of them around these days.
Evacuating?
But a month ago?
Then where can I find the soldiers that are still here?
You're new in town, right? Did you see a bar on your way here? That's where the Xeno soldiers spend their nights drinking. You might want to check there first. That's probably where you'll find him.
Him? What does he look like?
Like every other Xeno soldier. They all look the same to me. You'll know them when you see them.
In uniform, I guess. Also looking pilot up.
But I have to tell you, the bar doesn't like outsiders. Have you heard of the Order of Enlightenment? It's an occult society. Very active these days. They were preaching in this town just a few days ago.
Right.
Today is their day of prayer.
Yes. Say it,
And what does that have to do with me?
The bar you're going to is where they gather to pray. That's all I know. If you're going up there, please, be careful.
Huh, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, turn and legal. What you say?
May the sufferer watch over you.
No way.
Great sufferer, by your decree, the glory of former days shall grace our present path.
That girl sounds scary. She whispers prayers, she claps her hands together. Black facets of a ring shimmer. Bar chisels.
Great sufferer, by your decree, the glory of former days shall grace our present path.
We dedicate our souls and minds to you. We seek the well-being of our people in your name.
Solemn atmosphere fills the bar. Small groups gather under dim light, some in black robes, everyday clothes. They know each other like brother and sister. Man leading the prayer raises his glass and gives a toast.
May the sufferer watch over you. Under their grace, may our cups overflow. To the sufferer!
To the sufferer!
What kind of name is the sufferer? Bar door flings open.
Huh? Odd time for a stranger to come.
Young pilot looks around.
No crashing the party, am I?
She heads straight to the bar where she shells glitter with various bottles.
Napa Valley, Californian Red, Kentucky whiskey. Ha! There's a lot of good stuff here. One vodka, straight. The best you got.
It ain't business hours, lady.
Oh. She knows that someone's cocking a gun just inches away.
Hey, all I did was ask for a drink. Is this how you treat your customers?
As I said, we ain't serving you.
Why? Don't you have vodka? Fine, I can settle for whiskey. Have to learn to take what we can get, eh?
Hey.
You ain't getting that either.
Seriously? You don't have any whiskey?
He glances at whiskey balls lying in the sand.
I'm starting to understand why Zeno evacuated. What's the point of living in a town where there's no real liquor? Especially for those drunkards.
What's a Xeno lieutenant doing here anyway? No alcohol fuel in that warehouse of yours?
Patron's love.
Huh. You sure have some interesting drinking habits down here. But I'm curious. What did the sufferer promise you to make you all change your faith? I mean, that's quite an achievement. Especially here in Texas.
She knows. She turned, narrowly avoiding a bullet with a sponsor in there.
Oh, so we're doing this now? Are we?
Imagine a fight. Bottles crash the floor, splashing alcohol all over the bar. Man, if somebody dodges a gunshot, might well just give up.
Look, I don't care what you're doing here. Just tell me where that Xena soldier went.
He looks down the bar in a slum of the county.
What Xeno soldier?
Man strains to open his swollen eye.
Don't play dumb with me.
Oh, that soldier. He's a complete idiot, that one.
Oh, is this Stephen at the motel?
It's obvious that Xeno has abandoned him. But he insists that they left him here. Because they believe that only he could keep the warehouse safe. Why are you looking for him now? If you decided to ditch him in the first place.
Listen, I can tell you guys aren't the biggest fans of Xena, but that has nothing to do with me. I'm just here to get my stuff back.
Takes a labored breath.
Fine. If you insist on finding him, try your luck on the outskirts of town. He might be drinking there.
Thanks.
Stabs over unconscious man beside her and leaves the bar. Gotcha. Man, Lydia's just that cool. Oh, chapter 6. How many chapters we got? Wednesday. Oh, alright, we're 25% done, basically. Parchment. Archimedes.
We can't say for sure if this ritual was created by the last guest.
Oh shit, also.
Fact is, you can find all kinds of unusual markings in this motel. Most of them less than a month old. Very recent indeed. The maid said that there aren't many tourists these days, so my guess is that a group of skilled arcanists have left their work in every room. Based on the markings I've seen so far, there were about 3 to 5 people in this group.
And was there a sheep-headed arcanist among them?
Well, that I don't know. What I can say, though, is that there was a sheep living in here. I saw some hoof prints on the hallway floor. It looked like someone had stayed in this motel with a sheep. Sounds pretty odd, but I suppose it ain't too strange given the local farmland.
Even the sheep
But
got
I'm sure
ruled.
this will catch your attention.
What?
We all know that sheep walk on 4 hooves. But the hoof prints I saw were different. They were small and delicate, and most importantly, followed the movement pattern of a human, judging by the trail. The owner of the hoof prints was about the size of a slender kid, maybe 5 feet tall.
A kid. 5 feet? So description exactly matches foundation.
That's it. That's the one I'm looking for.
Don't I know it? They can question my morals, but nobody can question my competence. So, may I enter your room now, Miss Verdon?
Please.
Now, let's start with this little thing. The carvings are new. No sign of woodworm damage or moisture absorption. These splinters
Perfectly
along
drawn.
the edge are extremely sharp.
Dips a finger into a dark red
Is
crumbly
this
resin.
dried blood?
Rubs the granules between a finger and a thumb, reducing them
Blood
to a
was used
fine...
as the medium for this array. The circle isn't fully closed here, and the lines are a bit uneven. Whoever drew this doesn't seem to be an expert. You know how to deal with this, right?
All you have to do is ask, boss. You might be surprised.
We need to destroy it as quickly as possible. I think it's been left by a dangerous occult group.
Ooh,
Hold on.
seems related. Places a pillow over the hood and pulls the trigger. Faint gunshot, lingering light goes up. Squelch. Fresh blood oozes from the array, settling the faded car.
Is that blood?
Mercenary unfazed, dips her finger in the red liquid and sniffs.
Yep. The blood of an arcanist. So it can't be Kayla's.
Can you discern the owner's identity?
I ain't all-knowing. I can't identify people by their blood.
Guess not.
No. I'll need more than just blood to find out who was here. Hmm?
Time's a look around. It's just not a dusty sheepskin journal from the Gatling cabinet in the wall. Flips through the pages.
We are the beginning and the original source of metals. Through us, the highest tincture of art is brewed.
Blacksmith
There's
guy?
neither a spring nor water like mine. I heal and help both the rich and the poor. Yet I am full of hurtful poison.
Huh.
What the hell does that mean?
It's a quote from a text on alchemy.
All challenges will be resolved with the provision of sufficient and high-quality materials and the precise execution of the array. But where do we find these materials?
Continues to flick through the journal, releasing a copy that characters do on its pages today. The last page touched with a scroll on the paper, looks like something a criminal would find a moment before their death sentence.
What was once sundered shall reunite.
Colonel's awareness barely visible spark hit the air.
I've seen this handwriting before.
Ooh.
And here, my phone number.
Oh shit, it's the dude. Hands over a dollar bill, a string of numbers scroll along the dying space. Mercenary pulls out a couple bills in her pocket, comparing the handwriting with that in the journal.
Yep, this is definitely the same.
No way. Oof, that's a bang.
That sound. It's a Flying Arrow M1903 pistol. Kimberly? What's wrong with her now? I better go check it out, boss. Something don't seem right. You coming?
Sure.
That Kimberly must have run into something.
Alright, things are ramping up. Face reality. Someone's dead from a gunshot, yeah? White carpet in the hallway is usually enough to dampen any sounds, but no amount of soundproofing will stop the sound of a gunshot from echoing through the place. At its source, stiffened, limb-twitching body lies on the floor as a gaping hole in his neck. She's trembling in fear.
Is he still alive?
Just when I thought you couldn't get any dumber.
Is this a suicide?
He pulled out the gun and shot himself in the head. His brains splattered on the walls and flowed onto the floor.
As a pain to clean up, muttering is almost a confession. August kneels down to examine the body.
There's gunshot residue and powder burns near the wound. Gunpowder particles on his fingers. There's no doubt. He died from a gunshot wound. The bullet was fired from the pistol in his hand and went straight through his skull. But this ain't just any pistol. It's a Xeno pistol. You've got yourself in some serious trouble, Missy.
It wasn't me!
What? Her face is still pale. She managed to stop the shaking.
I'm just an innocent, sad, terrified girl who just happened to pass by.
Well, Miss Innocent, Sad, and Terrified. If you want to prove your innocence, start by telling us what happened here. And mind you, I will call you out if you lie. The evidence here will tell me what's true and what ain't.
She points to her eye.
If you're so clever, then why are you asking me? Just figure it out yourself.
Her protestation is weak. She quickly gives.
All right, I'll tell you. This madman has been harassing me.
Harassing? I don't know what he did.
Ever since I moved into this place, I'd often seen him pacing around in the hallway. Day and night, he'd stomp around out here. He didn't care if anyone else was trying to sleep. I thought he must have had a lot on his mind, like he was troubled or something. So I asked him what happened. His deep, sunken eyes were bloodshot. Every fiber of his being screamed that something was wrong with him.
Something is wrong with blood.
Sir, if you have any problems, there are many ways to solve them. But pacing in the hallway isn't one of them. Plus, it disrupts everyone's sleep. I swear I didn't say anything too harsh, but he was just downright rude.
Get the hell away! Get out of my face!
Excuse me! That's pretty rude, you know! I had no desire to argue with the madman. Thankfully, the maid intervened when she heard what was going on. I have no idea what she said to him, but eventually they came to terms. He stopped pacing the hallway from then on. That was a relief. I'm sure the other guests would agree.
Seems good so far.
That maid can vouch for what I've said. Ask her yourselves.
And did the gunshot happen?
Not long after, I found a letter from Stefan on the floor of my room. It'd been slid under my door. In the letter, he apologized for his behavior.
Okay.
Should I make peace with him? I thought. As I wondered, I took a look through the peephole. It was strange. I couldn't see a thing. It was pitch black out there. Is it broken? I wondered. Before I could dwell on it too much, the phone rang. I was startled, but it was just the front desk calling.
Hello, Miss Kimberly.
Is it dinner time already?
Oh.
No. Is there an issue between Mr. Stefan and yourself?
I wouldn't know.
Hesitant to speak.
I know it's not my place to ask, but the situation is a little concerning.
Wonder why.
Mr. Stefan is standing at your door, his face pressed up against it, so I
just want to confirm that everything's alright between you two.
That's crazy.
And that's what happened.
Calm down, miss. It's all over now.
It's over.
Do you still have that letter with you?
A look of disgust comes across Miss Kimberly's face. She gestured to the trash can.
Who'd hold on to that? I threw it out right away. It's somewhere in that bin.
Argus quickly retrieved a crumpled piece of paper from the trash can. She smooths it out on her palm and reads its contents.
Dear Ms. Kimberly, I've got a question already. How did he know your name? You didn't know each other well enough to have exchanged them, did you?
I'm the victim here, damn it! You can't interrogate me like this. But if you must know, maybe he heard it when my friend called me.
Your friend?
Why? What's so odd about that? A young girl like myself should never travel alone to places like this.
Where your friend? Continues in the indignation.
I need someone to make my bed and prepare my clothes and, most importantly, I need to eat. I wouldn't even be here if I weren't looking for...
Looking for? She gaps, covering her mouth with her hand. Marga isn't listening. She continues to read the letter.
I want to apologize for my behavior earlier in the hallway.
Looks like a perfectly normal letter to me. No hints that this is from a man on the verge of a mental breakdown.
If you won't take my word for it, go ahead and ask the maid. She was there. She can vouch for me.
Please, we weren't accusing you of anything.
Argus looks up a lot.
Though graphology has been criticized a lot these days, I gotta say, this looks more like a woman's handwriting to me.
So you mean Stefan was a woman?
Her aggression seems to dissipate as her eyes widen and her mouth drop.
You still with us, Missy? What I'm suggesting is that Mr. Stefan didn't write this letter, but a woman did.
Alright, a package just arrived, sorry about that.
But that's just speculation. Chances are Mr. Steffen's handwriting was just a little feminine.
Who could
I'll
say?
keep this letter for now. Back to my questions. If the story you told is true, then why are you at the scene of his death? Did you go looking for him, even after all the weird things he'd done?
I mean, there's a gunshot.
I was hungry, okay? That's a good enough answer for you? I can't just starve myself!
Hungry? If I remember correctly, the motel offers room service. And you get 1 free meal a day, so even if you ain't got no money, you have enough food to get by.
What do you know?
Well, she looks flushed.
I'm not eating one of those ham sandwiches.
Alright, so you've got some standards when it comes to food. Let's drop that. You were there when he fired the shot, right? What happened then?
A lot of things happen.
Take your time and think it through. There's no rush.
About 15 minutes ago, he rang my doorbell. I thought my friend had returned from town. She always brings something amazing with her, so I opened the door. The last thing I expected was to see Steffen standing there. Who'd have thought that he could get back on his feet so quickly after the beating he took?
Dang.
I was terrified when I saw him there. He towered over me, one hand on the doorframe and the other pushing against the door. I slammed the door shut. I thought he'd let go.
Okay.
But he didn't. The door closed on his fingers.
I understand now. I understand it all. You're with Zeno, aren't you?
His fingers were bent at a peculiar angle. It must have been painful.
And bro is going through it.
He didn't seem to feel the pain at all. The fracturing of his fingers was no more painful than a mosquito bite to him.
Well, 1 o'clock.
You came to me and made me drop my guard so that one day you could turn me in for a bounty. But why me? Why are you doing this to me? It wasn't me who made the plan. It wasn't me who executed it. It wasn't me who pressed that damn button. All I did was expose their crime to the rest of the world. Tell me, why else would they want my head so desperately if they didn't believe they were guilty?
Dang.
In the meantime, the actual killers are treated as heroes. But I'm the hero. Me. But all my sorry ass gets is a lifetime of hiding out in some random motel in the middle of nowhere. This world is sick.
How does he know?
What the hell are you talking about?
Come on, drop the act. Right after you spoke to me, Vertin showed up at my door. Are you trying to tell me that that was just by chance?
What?
Vertin? He totally ignored my question.
The world has fallen ill. I can see that now. The realm above truly does exist. How else would we have gotten the idea of a perfect heavenly realm? Obviously, it doesn't exist in this world.
Oh.
I don't care. Even if that place does exist, it has nothing to do with you. Get out of the way. I'm closing the door.
But at least I get to decide when I step through that door, right?
I had no idea what he was talking about. And he didn't give me much chance to figure it out either.
I'm afraid your mission is doomed to fail, young lady.
What the hell?
In that moment, a smile of relief came over his face, and without a moment's hesitation, he pressed the pistol against his temple and pulled the trigger.
Ouch.
And you know the rest.
Watching footsteps stop abruptly, they turn to the source. Mate stands before the group, showing just the right amount of surprise. Their eyes fall upon the body.
What's going on in here?
This man killed himself.
Oh dear. There's blood everywhere. It'll be a lot of work to clean it all up, and with the weather being so hot, the room will soon start to smell. All the carpets have to go.
Unfazed. Me with a long sigh, low tinge with noise.
Miss Tuesday, can I ask you a question?
Yes?
Have you ever had any guests who looked like or claimed themselves to be Manus Vindictae?
Oh, straight through.
Manus Vindictae?
Face flushes as he
I'm
smiles.
not entirely sure what you mean. Could you explain in more detail?
Most of them dress in blue and black. Some drool a fair bit, and most of them can't speak in full sentences. The most notable feature is that they all wear masks shaped like hands. Have you seen any before?
Masks shaped like hands?
Taps her finger on the chin.
No, I've never had a guest who wore a hand-shaped mask. Never seen anyone in blue and black either. But if an organization was going to do something in secret, I don't think they'd be too public about it.
Hey, lady.
Argus doesn't hesitate to interrupt the conversation.
Take me to his room.
Points the barrel of a gun at Stephen's corpse.
Oh, it shouldn't be too hard for you to find the room yourself, right, Miss Argus? After all, that's how you make a living. But I can just tell it to you. It's 214. You must be curious about that room. I'm surprised. You've been in almost every room in the motel, and you've been here for 2 days. You're like a child in your curiosity. This place would be much safer if you were the sheriff here. Anyway, I hope you can find that girl soon.
Oakley, standing before a bloody corpse, gently adjusts the baby in her. I'm gonna do 2, and then I feel like stopping. Getting sleepy. God damn it. It's me for a bit, yeah. Is there any? On YouTube, it's Chinese. Searching. We're at chapter 8. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's kind of right. It's kind of 2 hour plus left. So I'm just gonna do. Oh man, I wish blood. Mark the chapters. It doesn't though. Oh. Alright. Chapter 10 is. There's some rare reading records. So, yeah. So it's 2 hours. We get 2 more chapters, then it's 2 hours. So it's 1 hour 40 minutes. The last 10 chapters. Guess we're sticking with that. Let's do 2 more chapters and then continue hopefully tonight. Man, I'm too old for this. Spider Silk. This is just part of the price of getting old. You're just lacking energy for it.
Why do you want to go to Stefan's room exactly? Is it related to our investigation?
Same difference, yes.
Well, of course, boss. I'm here looking for Kayla, just as you're looking for that sheep-headed...
She falls doing unusual silence.
That arcanist you're looking for. Is her name Barbara?
You know her?
Yep. We met.
Mm-hmm.
On Route 77. I just got done asking 2 men about Kayla's whereabouts, and saw that it was getting dark. My sight ain't so good at night, and the nights are long these days. So I was in a bit of a hurry, hoping to get somewhere with proper lights as fast as I could. That's when I saw her, Barbara, all alone by the road. Some jerk of a driver dumped her there, and she asked me for a ride. I turned her down. Heck, I could hardly see. She'd have been better off waiting for the next driver than riding with a blind bat like me, you know? But as I drove away, I changed my mind. She was too young to be left out there all by herself. So I turned back to get her. But when I arrived, she was already gone. There was nothing but a trail of hoof prints in the dirt.
So she got a human hand, but sheep foot. Sheep feet.
When I got to the motel, I saw those hoof prints again. I gotta say, I was kind of relieved to see them. At least she made it here safely.
And is she still here?
I don't know.
I've never seen any hoof prints leaving the motel. But that don't mean she's still here. You gotta be mindful of what your mind picks up and what might slip you by. It's easy to ignore other evidence when what you've seen already fits your hypothesis.
Oh, that's true.
That being said, it's still likely that she's somewhere in the motel.
All right. Then let's look for her.
It seems we're in agreement. To room 214.
Let's go.
202. 203.
Close the door, they walk down the hall. Our colonial eye, the fresh of red, catches their attention.
I've checked those too. Ain't much in them.
Argus, did you see a red door just now?
A red door?
Nothing. Must have been my imagination.
As they approach the end of the hallway, they spot room 214. The door is slightly ajar, that is step in there. Miss. Enter, take the thing, pull shut, blocking out almost all the light. Outside, they are hit with a state, sour smell, rolled up. Low and Argus eye flickers like a light in a faulty circuit.
Are you alright? Can you still see?
Don't worry about it. Ain't the first time this has happened. This high issue runs in the family. It's the price we pay for having our arcane power.
Ooh. Mercenary glance around the room, slight frown on her face.
Now, what are we looking for, boss? People leave all kinds of evidence behind all the time. It'll be like wandering around in the woods without a compass if we don't know what we're looking for.
Right.
So if you don't want to be inundated with meaningless clues, you need to give me some directions.
Alright. First, I'd like to know what happened to Barbara.
Oh.
Second,
Fleeting image surfaced in her mind.
whether Manus Vindictae has been here, or anyone from that Order of Enlightenment. And last, about Mr. Stefan. The pistol he used was a xeno-military weapon, and he seemed to know about my relation to the vacuum bomb operation. It's likely that he once held a high rank within the xeno-military. I want to know why he came to this motel, and what happened to make him lose his mind here.
Lose his mind here? What makes you think he wasn't crazy already?
Xeno pays much more attention to its soldiers' mental well-being than any conventional military organization. It's because quite a few of them are arcanists. They're both Xeno's strength and weakness. So I'm inclined to think Mr. Stefan developed these mental health issues after entering the motel.
Huh. Is that so? I gotta say, I don't know much about all this military institution stuff. Right, so here's the plan. First, locate Barbara. Second, look for any signs of Manus Vindictae or the Order of Enlightenment. And third, find out how poor old Stefan lost his marbles. And of course, I've got my own business to deal with. Tracking down Kayla.
Start to meticulously search through.
Hey boss, I've got something.
So soon. There's a series of small but clear traces into the dust.
These footprints are from a spider. Looks like the little guy went back and forth along here quite a few times. I know this might not seem pertinent to our investigation, but it is worth noting. You ever seen a spider make a phone call?
What the fuck?
I'm afraid I'm not interested in the movements of spiders right now.
Argus shrugs.
Come on, boss. Loosen up a little.
Drip, drip. Sound of dripping water echoes nearby.
Do you hear that? Sounds like dripping water.
Drip, drip, drip. If drip water stain grows larger and larger.
I'm sure it's just the motel plumbing.
But
Stain gradually takes the form of a hand, its 5-finger all clearly defined.
watch out!
Oh. Early hand pull itself from the wall, slams down. Imagine a fight.
This place is definitely more than meets the eye.
Definitely.
I'm with you on that. There's just too much Arcanum-related weirdness going on here. Never seen so many arrays in a motel before.
But we've only found one.
In your room, yeah. But there are a load more. One room has them drawn from floor to ceiling. Looked like some kind of transformation array to me. I ain't no expert, so I can't say for sure.
That's crazy.
What are they trying to do, I wonder?
Who knows?
Probably summoning something. The sufferer. She brings conversation to abrupt end, continues searching.
Oh, boss. You might be interested in this.
Cheers. Here's under the bed.
It's another one. Just like the others.
Usually lies beneath the bed, scanned it with dark crystal. Design is familiar.
I've seen this before. It was also drawn in that parchment notebook. This is indeed a transformation array. But it's not in its full form.
They were trying something. Check it out.
Plucks a hair from the carpet.
This is hair from the mane of a howler lion. And there are some other materials around it too. Not exactly sure what they are though. They're too finely ground.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing's for sure. Someone held a ceremony here, and for some reason, it didn't work out for them.
This is important. The Foundation needs to know about this.
Air is silent.
Argus?
The mercenary doesn't respond. She's still staring at the strand of hair between his chest.
This is Kayla's hair. She was here, in this room. Or at least someone who came into contact with her.
Phone rings, cutting arrow. Like cliffhanger phone. Alright, last one. It's spooky time. Oh, we're back with Lilia. And in the grass just outside town, strumming a guitar.
This is the life. A warm, beautiful night, a cold drink, and no one but me and the stars in the sky. Maybe I'll just lay here till morning.
Hey? It's a young Xeno soldier, eyes hazy from intoxication, raises his fast to the twinkling stars above.
A good night with good drinks! I wish every day could be like this.
I wish, man. Dark figure looms over him, but his blurred vision can't make out who it is.
Hey, buddy, you're blocking my view.
Huh? Are you stargazing?
Buddy. Soldier blinks, he knows that.
Has anyone ever told you that you sound awfully like Lieutenant Lilia? The rider of Red 38? Heard of her? No one can fly like her.
Of course.
Sounds like a fan. Soldier concentrates, getting the figure's face a little more into focus.
Oh my... You even look like her!
Keep playing dumb, and I'll show you what it's like to have her kick your ass.
Soldier drunken eye finally focused to see Lilia herself, look of displeasure on her face. Stumbles to your feet, dropping the flowers in her hand on the way up. Tries to salute, but almost fall flat on his face dead to him.
Lieutenant Lilia! Airman First Class Andreas, at your service.
Oh, got the spirit at least. Luckily, you managed to complete the wobbly salute.
Are you the warehouse guard?
She looks at the soldier, doubt.
Yes, ma'am!
You would so eagerly admit to the dereliction of their duty, and he possesses exceptional courage.
On your feet, soldier. My Red 38 is in your warehouse for maintenance, and I need you to remove the gravity ritual from it.
Oh.
Gravity ritual?
If you don't understand what I'm saying, go get someone who does. I need it today.
Soldier ponders, slow by his vibration. This is data as well. Preservation. Soldier eyes light up.
Oh, right. The gravity ritual. Yes, I know. Please, come with me. I'll take you to the warehouse.
Are you certain you can undo the ritual?
Maybe.
Yes, ma'am. They made sure I got the hang of it before they took off. Leave it to me.
Lead the way, soldier.
Stands at the side of the factory, wooden crate.
Open it.
Oh, I remember this package. I thought it was some kind of joke, or someone with the same name as you sent the package. Who would have thought that you'd come to Texas yourself?
He rambles on, the aspiration is coming to an end.
Hurry up, soldier. Open the crate, now.
Now.
Ma'am, I know you want to do this quick, but I haven't been authorized to undo this incantation.
What?
If you can't do it, find me someone who can. I won't say it a third time.
Truth be told, there's no one else to turn to. I'm the only one left.
That's
I was made an airman first class to do this job. I was still in training before this, you see.
He probably pets his chest.
The others were either transferred back to headquarters or just left. I don't know where they are now.
Bro, yes.
But since they entrusted me with such an important task, I'm sure I have a bright future ahead of me.
I'm not sure about that, buddy. Your patient is obviously run.
You just said you aren't authorized, not that you don't have the ability, right? I have two options for you. One, remove the ritual now. Or two, I beat your ass and then you remove the ritual.
Well...
Choose! No more gibbering.
She readies her fist.
I picked the second one.
Crack a knuckle.
Huh?
She is genuinely confused.
You see, I'm happy to get rid of the ritual for you, but I can't do it on my own initiative. I'm only an airman first class. I can't make decisions about this stuff. So, you have to beat me up to avoid future inquiries. One day, after I'm promoted, I'll be able to better assist you, ma'am. I mean, you're the best pilot I've ever seen. I even made a scrapbook of the reports on your flights.
That's not a scrapbook. Before he can finish what he's saying, Lydia has already clocked.
Alright, no screaming, soldier. Let's do this.
Each hit seems to clear his head a little. By the time his face is completely swollen, he'll snap back to reality.
Stop! This is plenty to prove my innocence. I'll undo the ritual now.
Squats down and perform necessary movement around the crate. There's a flash of light and the crate opens.
Oof. You almost blinded me there.
She eagerly grabbed Red 38, his familiar touch of the cold metal in the palm.
Thanks, soldier. There's one more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know why Zeno pulled out of here so suddenly?
Most curious. His queen trying to remember.
They said it was an order from the top.
The top?
And that's all I was told. But word is, It was because Admiral Igor got real mad about the video leak of the vacuum bomb.
Oh.
But that's just a rumor. Ever since the evacuation, strange things have started to happen.
Such as?
We started getting visitors from this group called the Order of Enlightenment. And now the farmers have stopped tending their fields. The cattle and sheep have been abandoned in the wilderness.
Ooh.
All the townsfolk do now is go to these gatherings, hoping that the sufferer will bring them eternal joy. I don't know who this sufferer is, but he ain't doing any good here.
Where do those people stay? In the town?
It's a ways away, I think.
Soldier struggles to recall.
A place called Tuesday's Motel.
Oh, there it is.
Berlin, Vertin! I have to go back.
She goes right to the air. Both hands, cool grooves of metal settling the grounds.
Let's get out of here, girl.
With a victorious stance, she mounts the Red 30. Silver light traces an arc in the sky. The pilot lead the factory disappeared.
Safe travels, ma'am.
Young soldier calls out after her, his voice soon swallowed by the whoosh. Short distance flight are no challenge for Lily. She lands near the motel, guided by its glowing sign. Shadows will be around it, looks like hunch human.
Choose this motel.
She locked onto destinations, but crossing she feels something tap her on the shoulder.
Hello. Can you give me a ride?
I can't help you. Ask someone else.
Can you give me a ride?
Oh.
I said I can't help you.
The repeated questions are getting on her nerves. She swivels around, ready to give the questioner a piece of her mind, but freezes on the spot. There's a girl wearing an outdated outfit. Her face has no discernible feature, but it's been smoothed over with cement.
Oh. Can I have some chocolate?
The face of the girl holds out a candy wrap.
I met a kind man who gave me some chocolate. I've never tasted anything so sweet.
The hell? Stay away from me!
Very.
Can I have that candy? More! I want more!
She opens her mouth wide, revealing a row of razor-sharp teeth.
Stop asking me for candy! This isn't Halloween, idiot!
That's a response. Fighting. Fight them.
Hey.
The pilot relaxes her voice fear and she recognizes the person.
It's you.
The mate.
Are you alright? You look pale.
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I could have hurt you.
My apologies. But you're safe now that you're at the motel. No need to be frightened.
Right, we're halfway through. Hopefully I had the string to continue this time. Or not. Who knows? Getting old sucks. Well, that'll be all from me. See you later. Bye bye.